Yeah, we're fiddling and it's been fiddled. Okay, welcome back to the Comedy Store Doorcast. I'm your damn host, Luke Schwartz, and we have a bunch of really good door guys with me today. To my left is Joe Marrese.
Hey, everybody. Great to be back.
And then across is Nicole Becannon.
Hi. Do you ever say you have really bad door guys with you?
And then to her left is Hugo Galaxy.
What up?
I should have just said next to her. That's easier. Yes. And yes, sometimes I think I've mentioned it once or twice. We have a show every Friday in the Belly Room at 10:30. That is a lot of the door guys going up and doing some longer sets, and it's really a lot of fun. If you mention the Doorcast at the door, you get in for free. It should be good.
Please come, because it's been low attendance lately.
Yeah. Yes. But they're on our side, and they'll take the show away if they want to.
Yeah.
But they're on our side, and they want us to be artists. So that's that. We feel the support. But I don't go on that show because I'm a paid regular. I go up at 1 a.m. every other week.
Yeah.
What a promotion. It's wonderful. If you tip at the door and mention the Doorcast, we will shout you out of the pod. Shout out to Cole and John. Cole and John tipped like $20 or something like that. Kaylee was unclear.
Thank you, Cole and John.
Yeah. Kaylee's the only one that texts, so I appreciate that. But Kaylee also doesn't do it great.
I do sometimes.
Yeah.
Every once in a while.
Very once in a very while.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike Z, Shannon, and of course Big Bad Brad, always dropping love in the bucket and saying what's up. Big Bad Brad. Yeah. Dropped a 20 in front of me and had a nice little convo and kept it moving. What a pro. Nice. He's the best. And then it's been a real week. Oh, and I have a retraction from last week, okay? An official apology from last week. Not every server is bad. I'm sorry for saying that. Some servers can handle if there would be food.
Oh, that's
but some servers can't, just like how some door guys are good and some are not. There's some servers that are good and some that are not, and I'm sorry to those of you I offended, and here's how you tell if you're a good server. You listen to this podcast. And that is my retraction for the week and saying sorry. And there was a guy selling pies out here the other day. Did you see him?
What?
On the sidewalk.
Little sweet pies. Guam goes, they're friggin' amazing. They're the best pies ever. And I was like, okay, Guam.
Did you try one?
Little pies, very personal pan pies, but they were all sweet. I asked him any savory ones. No chicken pots, no shepherds, nothing like that.
All your dessert types.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cobblers of sorts. Yeah. Did you have one?
Man.
No, I saw them, but yeah, I didn't.
I wasn't that tempted, even if they had been savory, to be honest.
When was this?
The other week, and last week and the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty recent.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been all over that.
Yeah. Sweet tooth?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the go-to?
For pies or for in general?
Both. And answer the pie question first.
I'm a big cheesecake fan.
Okay. Cheesecake pie sounds pretty good.
Yeah. But I also like a banana cream pie.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything with bananas, really.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Banana cream pie.
Banana cream pie. I'm a fan. The Apple Pan makes a nice banana cream pie.
Okay.
So go there.
Oh, that place with the burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The steak or hickory burgers.
Yeah, hickory.
Yeah, they're good. That's a good spot. And they're finally reopened back for indoor. They were doing just takeout the whole time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And it's my brother's birthday. Shout out Eggman. Today is his birthday. Happy birthday, number big 30.
Happy
Ooh,
birthday.
all right.
Yeah.
Happy 30th.
I also just turned 30.
Years old?
Yeah.
Wow, nice. Happy birthday, Nicole.
What'd you think I meant?
I'm just being really, really funny.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
your brother's name?
August.
August.
Yeah.
Well, August, happy birthday. May the Schwartz be with you.
Yikes.
Oh, wow. Yeah, nice. To this galaxy and beyond. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
That's from Hugo. I get it. Yeah. So Guam's always overreacting to food. That's what I have. That's one of my. We had a mean host on potluck last week.
Oh, Mitch was great.
Yeah, people weren't feeling that.
No, I don't think Mitch was feeling
I
it.
had so many people
I loved
complaining to me about it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, just comics coming up to me. Just being
comics.
like,
Who cares?
Yeah.
I don't know how much. Yeah, I don't know what the room felt tense.
Yeah, I would like to
It
hear
wasn't
some
great.
audience feedback of that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was mostly comics.
He was nice to me.
Yeah, he didn't say anything bad about me either.
I thought it was hilarious. And sometimes you got to hear that stuff, really, truthfully.
Yeah. Okay.
I think people just don't like that because that's kind of like the old guard of what the guys used to do.
It's
at
very much
potluck.
the old guard, but it seemed, even though like you can do like roasting and stuff, but it was mean spirited, which I guess is the old guard.
Yeah. Well,
kind of
it's funny
style.
that Mitch even did that though, because like by the time he got hired here, no one was doing that.
Yeah.
That was like the guys before us.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah.
we weren't doing that like 2018, 2019.
No,
He's mad because he lives in Austin now and he hates it.
I don't think he doesn't even live in Austin.
Yeah, he's not in Austin. He's like north of
Wichita
Dallas.
Falls?
Yeah.
That's
Wichita
even
Falls,
that's even
yeah.
worse.
Right. So he was taking out some stuff on the audience and and the comics, more of the comics he was taking it out on, and he was like, they're here and I'm not, kind of vibe. And he's a good guy, and I wish him well. And it was fun seeing him. It was really nice seeing him.
It was nice
Yeah.
to see him. Yeah.
Been a minute. Why did you like it so much, Hugo?
It was just funny. It was just like hilarious. He wasn't really holding back. And not everybody's good during potluck. You know?
Yeah,
Sometimes-
that's why I don't like it, because it's easy. Yeah, of course, it's not going to be good.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
yeah,
some-
there's going to be a
some
couple
people
good
are.
comics, but
there's no one's good at comedy.
it's too easy to make fun of. Like most people are so nervous.
Yeah.
They're like, that stage is intimidating if
Yeah.
you don't go on it regularly.
And like you
it's,
go up
like,
like
so
pretty
easy to make
cold,
funny.
and then you go up with like the energy of someone really shitting on the person before you, and you're like, okay, well I guess I'm gonna try these jokes, huh? And
Yeah.
then you're like,
Yeah.
I guess I'm worthless too, and I don't know. It
But
just,
it also kind of shows you what you're made of,
that's true. Yeah,
a
if you have
sense.
the stuff,
Yeah.
if you have it to keep going,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll say I wanted to try new jokes and then got afraid to try new jokes because I didn't want to say something mean about me. But I did it anyway.
Try
So I was
new
like,
jokes.
who cares? Yeah.
Did he
That's
say
good.
anything mean?
He didn't know.
Okay, good.
No.
Yeah. That's good.
He said I was one of the funniest people here.
Nice.
Nice.
I'll keep the compliment on Nicole train running.
Oh.
Nicole has been very good in the room and very like attentive to customers and good at seating and taking charge. It's been really cool to see you do it well. It's been cool. I mean, you still you like try to get covered too much, but when you're here,
I do.
Yeah.
But when I don't get coverage, I show up.
And-
I don't
yeah.
call out.
No,
but
that's
I do
good.
try to
Yeah,
get
please
coverage a
don't
lot.
do that.
That's mostly depression. I can't get out of bed. But
I feel that.
But yeah,
yeah,
thank you.
it's been really
very
good to
easy to
see.
be a good employee here. I feel like you do the bare minimum, and people are
Yeah,
like
it's-
very impressed.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
I'd say you're doing more than the minimum though. Like
I used to work at Disneyland, where you had to be like just very on it and very good at customer service. And
yeah,
it's kinda-
happiest
Yeah,
place on. Yeah.
this place is very different.
What did you
than
do at
that, but
Disneyland?
I was a Jungle Cruise skipper.
Okay, is that where you kind of have a shtick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
But that was before I was a comedian. Like
How
I
old
just
were you?
like 19.
That seems too young to be leading a cruise through the jungle, if you ask me.
I mean, I was special.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What were the jokes? Do you remember any of your?
I mean,
Your
they
patter?
were. I didn't write them. They were all like Disney approved
Oh, really?
jokes. Yeah, because if you went off script, you like could get in trouble. Like I did sometimes, but like
I was gonna say, do you have to memorize this?
the approved jokes were to protect you, really, because if anyone got offended, you could be like, "Well, they're Disney approved jokes." People got offended at Disney approved jokes, so
Yeah, this PC culture.
Did you wear like a safari outfit?
I did. Yeah,
Nice.
I looked
Pith-
real. I
pith
looked real
helmet?
cute in it. What? No, the big brim hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It was fun.
How
It was
long did you work
it
there?
was a good job as like a college job. I worked there for like 2 years and then I transferred to UCLA, so I moved here and didn't work there anymore.
I got a job at Universal Studios or something instead. Like you said,
No,
you transferred.
I fucking worked. I worked at the call center at UCLA where you call alumni and ask for money.
Oh yeah.
While I was going there, and I hated that. That was the worst.
Yeah, no one likes making or receiving those calls.
Tell them to cough it up.
The worst is like you'd ask for. You had to go through like all these asks. Like you'd be like,
These are UCLA approved jokes.
ask for $500, and they'd be like, I can't afford that, and then you'd be like, okay, well, can you give $100? And they'd be like, I can't. I don't have any money. And you'd be like, okay, can you give $75? Like you had to go through all of them.
Wow.
And it was just like I fucking hated it. It was awful.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm here now and everything's good.
Yes, everything's so good.
It's good to see you growing and taking steps. And
Yeah. But thank you. I appreciate the compliment.
Yes, been noticing it. Worked the main room with too many people in it, and you were like, "This fucking sucks. I just want to seat this thing myself."
Yeah,
and I felt the same way because we were like, there are at least three seaters, and we just kept stepping on each other's toes and not knowing.
I would love to just be able to do the whole thing myself. Honestly,
you can't.
Everyone
You
steps.
What do you
Well,
mean?
because you're gonna walk to the other side of the room, and then there's gonna be people waiting. You need at least two people.
Two people is good. I mean, we've talked about it before. Like Renee does a very good job alone in seating the main room.
You guys didn't have it set up to where somebody was seating one side and somebody was seating the other side?
But then there's a third guy, and then it's just chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's annoying. I think.
Then like when you first do like fill the room, you try and spread from the middle out.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't really put people on sides until we go to like A and B.
Just seat it evenly, and then
Yeah.
you.
And with two people, you could just check one person, like, hey, did you seat this person
Yeah.
in Mitzi's booth? And they'll be like, yes, I did. But if I go past Nicole and Willie's also working the room, like, Nicole, did you seat someone in Mitzi's booth? She's like, no. And then I'm like looking for Willie, and Willie's on the other side of the room. I don't know if they wandered in from the belly room thing.
Yeah,
It's
some
it's
people
a shit
some
show.
people are walking too fast. You got to make sure the people follow you.
Oh, yeah, that's
Hugo,
a big
you're
thing.
you're a speed demon.
Oh yeah, you assume
we
that people
gotta
also
slow
walk like
down.
work here.
I did that at first too.
We gotta slow it down.
Yeah.
Slow it down, yeah, and look back.
Do I walk that fast?
Yeah, look
Yes.
back. Let's get
Well,
a
because
hand.
you are used to the
Let's get a
room, so you know
wave.
where all the steps are and everything.
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
it's their first time in the room, so you gotta like. I do
But I
a lot
usually
of.
keep my hand up like this.
I would look back every few steps and just make sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll
you
work
take
on that.
off like it's a race.
And but then what pisses me off is when people go fast seating people and are slow coming back. Like that's the exact
Yeah,
opposite.
that's the
of what I
opposite.
need.
You gotta be
Yeah.
fast back.
Fast back, slow going. Yeah. And that's how you seat the main room.
Yeah, that's what
I gotta
that's
teach
what
these
we
new-
want to see.
these new
I'm gonna
door
slow it
guys.
down.
Oh yeah, we talked about that there's new door
we
guys
have
now.
5 new hires. We'll see who sticks. I know it's Ben Branfin and Ramsey Badawi and
Jackson Banks.
those are the 2 guys I know pretty well.
Yeah.
The Jackson Banks I don't know.
I don't know him
He's-
at all.
But
yeah.
everyone says he's very
Hilarious.
funny. Yeah.
So funny.
Yeah,
Probably one of
very
the people like I don't laugh at a lot of Jackson can make me
Does
laugh.
he have
Yeah.
longer
He's
hair?
so funny. Yeah. Like
Jack-
real,
Yeah.
just Jackson and
He's
me. is who
strange.
Nicole laughs at.
like you gotta kind of gotta be down to get weird with his comedy a little bit, but he's really good.
very
he's
Okay.
he's really funny.
And then Miranda Meadows also got hired.
Yep.
I kind of know her. I've met her a few times and she hangs out, but
She hangs out a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know her.
I think her and Angie
Stroud.
Yeah.
Yes, and
They-
I don't know Angie at all.
They did a lot of
I don't really
roast
either.
battle.
That's so funny and cool. Don't we all love roast battle? And if basically you're fat, you're gay.
They're both
Yeah.
very young. All right, come on.
can
That
be
roast battle was my whole first 4 years of comedy. probably.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
It
a lot of
it
these.
gave me a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It did.
good. A lot of these newer people seem on the shyer side. I just hope they're good with the people because it's.
Yeah.
I mean, they're only shy because they're new. You know, they'll.
no, but I their demeanors are all very
It's a-
introverted.
Yes,
Sure.
dealing
I
with
just
an
wanna
audience member, you need to kind
just
of
wanna
just like
s-
tell them. You need to look someone in the eye and tell them the rules.
Yeah, you can't be afraid of the general public.
Ben Branfin, I know, is a little. I mean, he's a
Yeah.
very nice and good guy, but he's a little. He's not authoritative.
Yeah, I feel like all these new people are on the timid
But
side.
I
Let's see
had
if
the
we can
same
get them out
problem
of their
when I
shell.
started. I had the exact same problem when I started. Like everyone was like, "You need to
Tell them
be
the rules.
more authoritative,
Yeah,
be
you
more
do.
like
You did, and you changed.
Yeah.
So that's good.
There's people who have to know who's,
You get used
who's
to it.
boss.
Yeah.
You get frustrated enough
me.
that you're like, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward to. I trained Ben. I guess everyone's had like a shift or two so far, right?
I don't think Miranda said hers first shift is Friday.
This Friday?
I think so.
But training this week?
No,
Or
like training. They've been
Training.
like they've been
no,
here.
she starts training Friday.
Oh, not till
Oh wow.
she out of town or something?
How many
don't
people
know.
have you trained so far?
Just Ben.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ramsey trained a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
good.
he was also in the main
Chapeloni.
room the other
Okay.
Yeah.
for Theo's show.
Yeah, I mean, I'll probably yell at everybody in a nice way, but firm politeness will get a lot of things done. In this yeah. If I say no with a smile a lot of the time, it's pretty good. Can I sit here? I go no. Come on, I got a seat for you. It'll be good, I promise. Right this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fun and exciting. Some new blood and some people. The showcases went the way they went. I thought some people would have gotten hired and they didn't, and that's how it's management's call. And that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, there were some people that didn't get it that they were looking
Yeah, I
at?
thought everyone who showcased got it.
No. Well, no, that was no, because a bunch of people showcased for over like 2 different weeks on potluck and then up at the belly room also.
Oh, right.
There was a big process going on.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, a couple people were like mad that their like some friends didn't even like get a shot or didn't like make the cut, and I was like, well, those people come with some weird shit, that's maybe they just didn't like their comedy is like the biggest thing. It's like really that their comedy wasn't what management was looking for, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's tough.
And they got good cosigns, but what are you going to do? I mean, I had some people that I cosigned that didn't get it.
The only one I tried to get hired got hired, so
Who?
can't relate. Ramsey.
Oh, Ramsey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ramsey had a lot of people.
He's my roommate. And,
Oh, nice.
Isn't that convenient
Yeah.
for him?
Another Nepo baby.
Ramsey's my roommate. Ben's Felicia's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're
well,
both-
Ben's hilarious.
But they're
I
both
mean,
very
Yeah.
funny.
Ramsey's very good at comedy.
Yeah,
Can't he?
they're
Yeah.
both great, and they get along with everyone very well.
And Felicia is very aggressive, so Ben doesn't have to be. She's
Yeah, no, it's a good
outspoken.
partnership.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they worked in tandem, I think that if they had one personality, it would be great for working the comedy store. But they are 2 people. That's good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to hanging with them, working with them.
I have to say, I'm very jealous of the new hires because they're all coming in as like a batch. I came in like by myself.
Did you really?
Yes, and I felt very alone. Well, because
Why?
I'll tell you, I'll tell you why,
Yeah,
Joe.
I'd like to hear it.
Because so they're coming in when we're like short staffed and everyone's like, oh, thank God we have new door guys, right?
Yeah.
I came in and I was like so excited to tell everybody because everyone, like most of the people were my friends, and I came in and I think it was like Dave Waite and Alex Hanna, and I was like, guys, I'm getting hired as a door guy, and they were like, we don't need more door guys, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
oh, okay. They're like, we're already not getting enough shifts and spots. What the hell? And I was like, oh, cool. All right. Everyone's super excited about this.
Were you hired before me or after?
After. I was hired, after
Nicole.
Zach and Torio and before Riggins.
Right before Riggins, yeah.
But I came in by myself and no one did a shot with me on my first day.
Oh wow!
What?
Like it kind of was like got lost in the
shuffle.
Yeah,
Damn.
nobody really gave a shit
Cold-blooded.
that I got hired. A lot of people were like, "Didn't you already work here?" And I was like, "No."
Who thought that?
Several people. Amy
they're-
thought I already worked here.
Amy, come on.
Yeah.
Amy, you should know better. You should know who works here.
But yeah, it's,
All right, well, welcome. We're glad to have you, Nicole.
I'm like so jealous that they get this like big welcome when they all get to come in together
Yeah,
and they
that's
have
kinda
each
cool.
other.
I've done one with you though, right?
I'm happy you're here.
What?
I've done a shot with you, right?
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so.
That's my bad. I'm sorry.
Well, I don't think you were here on my
Welcome
first day.
wagon. I mean, no, but since then.
Maybe.
Maybe we could square that away today.
Oh, I never drink on the clock, but maybe. Yeah, we'll see.
yeah.
I had I had a story. This so a server. I don't think I talked about this on the pod. A server. Employees who work here can ask to put people on the guest list or ask for like a special thing. A server had a party already buy some tickets, and they were like, "Can you just put them in a nice seat in the OR?" And I was like, "Sure, totally." What's the name on the party? And Ansley told me her friend's name was Nick Dipple.
Nick Dipple.
Yeah.
Dick Nipple.
Dick Nipple, yeah.
That's immediately just.
Oh, poor guy.
It still makes me laugh.
It's a great
that
name.
his parents.
Well, there was a guy that came in too in the main room.
Nick Dipple.
And his last name was Karate.
Oh, I
said-
remember. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then Dave Waite was working around. Dave's like,
good.
Dave was like, karate.
Dave's so fucking stupid.
He's like, that's awesome. And me and Cooper just
He
start
makes me
cracking up.
I feel like one guy, like, he was like, "Oh, how many people here?" And he was like, just me." And he was like, "One guy." And it just like made the guy feel bad.
Yeah.
Like,
No, he makes out. Yeah,
just one guy.
he's the guy. I can't go into.
You like
Dave
working
Waite.
with him a lot.
I'm
guys-
close to requesting to not work with him. Like,
I mean, honestly, it makes me laugh.
I've
I think
switched
it's
some-
hilarious.
He's not great at talking. He says the most obvious thing. If someone has a cast, he'll be like, hurt your arm, huh? How'd you do it? You know, you're just like, just leave them alone. They're a customer coming in. Just send them up the right way. Yeah, and he's always yelling, and at least he always has crumbs on his shirt. That's always cool. I think that's really endearing. It's like a homeless Winnie the Pooh.
Oh, man.
Always got a big gulp
Yeah.
full of Diet Coke.
Wow.
I don't
Yeah,
think
funny guy.
Anybody drinks
Trash.
more Diet Coke than him?
No, he was. We almost named the group text after him. Well, not almost, but that was in the running. That was my name, the DC Sniper.
Oh, yeah.
Diet Coke, because that's what he calls Diet Coke. You never get a DC. Yeah, unless that DC's. But yeah, Nick Dipple in the OR just makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Dick Nipple. Fuck, man.
I feel bad for the guy though.
Karate.
That was good.
Give me a break.
Apparently, it's a fireable offense now to use the phone charger in the manager's office.
What?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let me
According-
guess who enacted that
Richie?
policy.
Yeah. Yeah, because
I'll give you -1 guesses.
that's what Joe, when I was in there using it, he's like, be careful because Richie snapped on somebody last night. You could get fired if he sees you using this.
Yeah, you'll fire yourself. If
Yeah.
you do that.
Yeah, I guess just use the one in the OR cover booth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the one at the back bar that the bartenders use.
Oh, there is one in there?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
where they
that's
play the
good.
music from and stuff. But, fucking Richie.
Yeah.
How's Richie been this week? Anyone seen him?
I've hardly seen him. I think he just got back. I think he was golfing somewhere. He's like,
Oh, sure.
yeah.
Maybe Pebble Beach or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
You know what I've realized is he's a lot cooler of a boss if there's like a hot girl around
Yeah.
because he wants to impress them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he wants to yell at you in front of said hot girl.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, he's never done that to me, but he's been a lot cooler of a boss just when I have a hot friend who came and was like, "Richie, when's
Oh, if it's
Nicole?"
your friend, yeah.
She's like, "Richie, when's Nicole off?" And he was like, "She can leave now if she wants." I was like, "What?" And he was
Oh,
like,
wow.
"Or you can just stay on the clock and drink." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "He's never this cool."
No.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Just watch your friends back when you.
Yeah.
It's still not the safest place for women. It's terrible. I want it to be better, but it's tough here. It's
It can be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of, I've had there were some creepy customers this week too that I had to deal with. There were a few more creeps than usual, I feel like, this week.
What do they say?
Maybe I'm just looking extra good lately, but they've been extra creepy.
Like when you're at the back door?
No,
or
in a
like
patio.
Even in the room? Oh,
yeah,
patio.
back door and patio. It just really got to deal with the worst people.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry about that. Men are great, huh?
Yeah. I mean, Felicia, and I'm not good at being get the fuck away from me. I'm very nice about it and like just kind of try to laugh it off and then they take that as keep going.
Yeah, of course, because you don't want to be like, hurt or killed.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, there's a natural fear there. It makes sense.
But there's this guy last night that like wouldn't stop talking to me and like being creepy and telling me that he shaves his balls. And then like he was like also going up to other women on the patio. And I went up to Felicia and I was like, this guy. And she was like, yeah, I'm going to get him away from this woman. And she just walks up to him and was like, let's take a walk. And then I think told him like, I think what she said was you're cut off. Which he thought meant drinking wise, but she meant from the women.
Like conversationally.
Yeah.
Was he trying out the ball shaving stuff on everybody?
Yeah, he's
I don't know that.
stuff.
Well, do you remember last night when we were out and that dude was just like walking through the crowd talking about how he's about to be fucking raw, like using no condoms? Do you remember that?
What, at Barney's?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, some guy was just like walk through the crowd. He's like, man, I'm having sex raw, no condoms tonight, and it's just like a very not good thing.
That sucks.
He just was saying it to the bar?
Yeah, it's like not a good thing to flex at all.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Wow, guys are good
Yeah.
Yeah, you're welcome for everything.
men,
It's
right?
terrible.
They're awesome.
I am sorry. And I'm sorry that that's a reality here even. We did take that training course that I thought was pretty good about like noticing like when people are drunk and if men are like preying on people. And there was something I thought we should use, like you put a sign up in the women's bathrooms, like if anyone's making
We
you
have
feel
it, yeah.
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
I was just
Yeah, I
about to
saw
mention that.
Oh, great.
They
Yeah,
started
I'm glad
putting
they
up.
did that.
It said
Yeah, I
like
saw
even
it.
if we seem busy, we want to know if someone's
great.
making you uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's inside the all gender
Great.
bathroom on the door, right?
Great.
Yeah.
And then we also got some new women
Security guards. Yeah, sure.
Also.
Yeah, who are great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're cool.
Yeah.
So, and we've got Emily. Although, I think if we lost Emily, it would be just a tragedy. And I feel like sometimes I feel like she's all that I have.
Emily the Booker.
as far as just like, yeah. No, it's
Jen's up there too.
Yeah, no, Jen's great also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Comedy Store has gotten better as far as
hard to not get better when it was pretty atrocious for a long time.
and quite a few female door guys now, which is great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is good. Yeah. So
I went to the La Jolla Comedy Store for the first time this weekend.
Did you do
It
some
was nice.
open for someone?
No, I just did a spot on like the Thursday show because I was already going down there for some Don't Tell shows and Madhouse shows, and I emailed Mike Vin.
Yep.
And he put me on the Thursday
Best of
show. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah. How's
I
the crowd?
They were great.
Yeah.
I thought I had a good set until a lady came up to me after and told me I was brave. Which is the worst thing
It's a
anyone's
pretty
ever
bad-
said to me.
Yeah, I've had that
after a set.
couple times. Yeah, where they go, hey, that was you're so brave to get up there like
Yeah.
that.
Like, oh God.
I thought I was doing pretty good.
not-
I guess
yeah,
I'll
I was
just
like, I thought I had
kill
a good
myself.
I like my whole mood turned around. I was like, I'm gonna get a drink.
Wow.
I couldn't stop thinking about it for days. I was like, this woman called me brave
For days.
for days.
Oh boy.
She was like foreign though, so I'm just telling myself that like it's probably because like in her country
Like a cultural thing.
I would get stoned for speaking or something.
Yeah,
wow.
you could smoke weed if you want. Sorry.
It's close. It's close to a good joke. Hey, you're very brave for even attempting that joke, Joe. I went to the Ren Fair last week. I love the Ren Fair. I never dress up, and I always go. I talked about this, but I forgot this one little story. They do a joust, big-time joust, and they have like an MC for the joust. She's on horseback, and then they have the other 4 people like duking it out. It's badass. They really ride those suckers. But there's a guy who was sitting there and had lines that he was like throwing out, and like because it's kind of interactive, and they get their crowd on their side riled up.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of he had lines like, hey, isn't that the one where? And it was like watching people heckling Don at late night, where he had the lines and he knew the timing and stuff, and it sounded rehearsed and he had said it before and stuff, but it was still funny. I thought he was really funny.
What do you do there? Because you don't dress up. You just like
I walk around. I look at everybody.
Yeah.
I get a little high, and it's a good time. You don't get the turkey leg.
No,
it's for amateurs. But you get the just get a little hot dog or whatever that's $14, and you're like, yeah, that sucks, but whatever. You get high, and you look at everyone really who are dedicated.
Yeah.
And you go, wow, that's cool that you do that.
How long does it go on for? Is it just one weekend?
No, it is like 6 or 8 weekends, something like that. Yeah. It's closing soon if you want to go. You have to get there. I would get there early. I got a whole thing. I can talk Ren Fair for a little bit, but not a lot. It's really fun, and it's horny as hell. Everyone there is very horny.
Yeah.
Everyone's boobs are up to their chin.
I was gonna say a lot of corsets.
Yeah,
probably.
a lot of corsets, a lot of
yeah.
like elfin kind of things going on. Whatever. I'm not there for that. It's just I like the people who. There's like a guy who does like free advice, and he tells you like a little riddle or a joke. There's a guy like he stops. He goes, "I know who's gonna win the joust. You want to know?" And then people are like, "Yeah, who?" He goes, "The winner." And you're like, "Oh, that's so silly." And I go for the campiness of it. It's pretty fun.
Did you go up to the designated heckler and go, "Hey, how do I get a job here?"
Yes, that's.
Who do I have to know? Is there?
Yeah, but it's crazy to go and see. Like, it has Comedy Store vibes in that. There's a bunch of stages, and you see people like 2 middle-aged women. One's playing a lute, and one is playing like a weird fiddle, and they're like singing for 15 people, and they have the stage for like 30. They have a 30-minute set, and then they're off for a couple hours, and they have a 30-minute set. And you're like, who are these people? Who are these people?
Yeah.
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Seinfelding them. But it's really like odd. And then if you come here and you'd be like, wow, there's so many fucking comedians. Then you go to the Ren Fair, you're like, Jesus. I thought the guy who juggles whips was like he's a big act. But then you go see, there's so many other fucking people that are like into it. You're like, Jesus, this is intense.
Do they have like sword swallowers and shit?
Yeah, they've got. They've got a lot of stuff. They got a couple magicians. They got like storytellers. They got like a funny show. They've got. They've got a bunch of stages. It's like a couple acres of stuff. It's cool, and they have shops for everything. Everyone's selling like pointy shoes or sequin dresses or like weird shit. It's a lot of fun.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's a good place to be. It's a safe place to be stoned.
Okay.
It's really good. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But the guy heckling like Don Barris late night was really caught my attention. I thought it was pretty good.
Speaking of that, last night I think Don may have made a girl cry.
Whoa, really?
Again?
A girl like left the show and then was out in the hallway just like bent down. Like at first I thought maybe she was like drunk and like needed to throw up or something. But
Was he trying to play a trick on her?
Bent down like this, and then just like I went up to her and she was like crying, and I was like, "Do you need anything?" She was like, "No." And then she like went outside and was like going like this, and I was like, "Is everything okay?"
Down, yeah.
And she was like, "I think I've just been here too long." And I was like, "I can relate."
Wow.
Totally. That's how you start a shift sometimes. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
That's great. I think I've been here too long.
And I was like, "Do you need help calling an Uber or something?" She was like, "I can't leave. My friends are in there." And I'm like, "You have bad friends." She's just outside having a panic attack, and they're like, "No, this guy's funny. We're gonna stay in here."
He's talking about stabbing someone in the side and fucking the wound. What's not funny about that?
Yeah.
What could make anyone uncomfortable?
So funny.
Yeah, and I don't think she really wanted to talk to me about it since I'm the one who went up in there and said I was John Benet Ramsey and asked him to show his dick.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
I don't think she was like, "You're going to be helpful."
Not like the safest person.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Even if the staff is telling you that they're John Benet Ramsey and asking a performer to show his dick.
was that your name when he asked you a question?
Yeah.
What junior college did John Benet go to?
I don't think I said one actually,
okay.
because he was like, "You've been missing for a long time," and I was like, "You know where I've been," and then I went into making him or ask him to show his
Yeah.
cock.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy at the Ren Fair was much more PG.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
so much,
asking
hey,
you-
show that horse's cock. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
We had kids there too, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, definitely. But like people are like selling like little pennants and stuff, little flags. It's like there's so much staff. I go, how do you make any money? No one's buying any of this shit.
Oh man.
I've never heard you talk about anything as enthusiastically as you talk about the Ren Fair.
Well, you never ask.
That's true.
Yeah, and now I'm trying to fill time on a podcast because I get a lot of smiles but not a lot of laughs. It's Hugo said he was going to bring the energy,
I
but
know I'm failing too.
yeah, I know you're not even close to the mic.
I get lectured a lot for not laughing enough at things.
Oh, just during
really?
the podcast, I'd love if you
Yep.
guys picked it up because Hugo said that's very funny. It's like I don't need that. I need a support would be great.
That was a
Yeah.
ventriloquist dummy laugh you just did.
Yeah, that's true.
I jumped off the stool potluck last week.
I saw that. It terrified me.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
On stage?
Yeah,
on
he got up
stage.
on
He
the
got up on
stool,
the
stood on
stool.
the stool, and jumped off and fell to the floor.
Yeah, my shoulder's still a little tweaked because I was doing like a.
What was the bit you were
I
doing?
was like, oh, I feel like I'm dressed like I could do a wrestling promo. So then I like cut the wrestling promo and then I climbed on the stool like I was on the top ropes.
Yeah, like
And,
top rope.
and you threw an elbow down
Yeah.
onto the floor.
Yeah.
Whoops.
And then, yeah. But it was fun. Gotta try new things.
Sure, yeah.
But the stool like fell out from under you,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. Yeah.
Well, no, I think
No,
like when I jumped off, the stool kind of went that way, but then I was on the ground.
I'm glad. Well, if you jumped up, you would have hit the ceiling and
Yeah,
maybe
you're
broken
tall.
one of those
Yeah, I
neons.
jumped like
Those neons are very
yeah.
breakable. I'm worried about that red one.
And then like I recorded the set so you can like hear people as soon as I get up there. It's like, oh shit. Oh fuck.
Yeah, everyone was very worried for you, I think.
I didn't see that.
Which is what you want during
Mentally
a
and
comedy set.
physically, yeah.
Good times though. Good times.
That's great. I'm glad you are okay now. Did Mitch like it?
I think when I got up, he's like, "That is not how you use the stool.
Yeah.
Everybody has been using it wrong tonight."
Well, yeah, because you were drinking too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a few cocktails
I
in you.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, because he was getting on Anthony for sitting on the stool during a 3-minute
I saw
set.
that. Yeah.
And then Hugo for standing on the stool.
You're allowed to sit down. And people make fun of comics who go up and like sit on their stool for any amount of time.
Yeah.
But it is fine.
Sometimes I find myself doing it and I don't even realize I'm doing it. I'm getting comfortable. Like, I don't know. Sometimes you settle into it and you're leaning. I don't know.
Sometimes
I feel weird when I sit on.
I've
stage.
never done it. I've never sat.
I've tried.
Yeah.
I've tried it, and I
Yeah, you
just
don't
feel
have to.
weird.
I
like to
But I'm
pace.
not going to shame someone if
Yeah.
they want to do
Yeah.
it.
And a lot of the times, like working here, it's my break. I get to
Right.
go and sit. I'm like, I want to sit down for the first time in a couple hours, actually.
Yeah.
Tell you these jokes.
Yeah, Mitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mitch. You fuck.
A lot of the audience members are really cool a lot of the time.
But just in
Not.
general?
No.
Oh,
Nice, got him.
No, there's a lot of this week. There was a lot of the whole, like I tell this to people and they like look at me like I'm crazy because they're with a group and they're laughing, but then they're talking after about
Yeah.
it. I'm like, guys, we can't have the analysis afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they look at me like I'm crazy, and maybe I am, but I'm laughing to
it's-
myself because I think that's funny to say it that way.
It's
'cause
the right term.
It's like just laugh. You don't. We need to talk about afterwards.
Like the
Hey,
commentary.
Why did you laugh at it? Well, you know,
He
what was
said
that?
the thing about women
Yeah.
and men
Yeah.
and dating
I'm
in
like,
LA.
yeah, and I that's what I say, and they look at me, they just stare like it was.
I
Like
get
they're
the urge to
shocking.
talk about a bit
Oh,
when
totally.
you hear
but
it.
Of course, but it kind of ruins people's momentum, and it's
It
like
does.
it's distracting to other customers, and
Yeah.
and a lot of the time that turns into like, God, remember the time we did that? Yeah, we should go do that again. And when do you think you can do that? Then like
Yeah.
the person on stage has already started their next premise, and then they're just kind of having a conversation. in
And
the
then
crowd.
they'll say we're laughing at the joke. Oh yeah, that's not laughing. You're saying words. It's not
Yes.
a laugh.
Why do you think I'm coming up to you and no one else?
Yeah.
It's like a big thing with me. Like,
lot-
what's different? What do you think's different?
Yeah, you know what? A lot this week too is a lot of people like sending back drinks saying, this guy made this terrible. Like, I don't know what's going on with the bar staff, but people aren't.
Their mixture's off.
They're sending the drinks back. They're not making them good.
And there was like a lot of people taking photos. Like we tell them not to in the beginning. Then they get in there and they try to take photos. And like, hey, you can't. And then they still try to like sneak photos.
Yeah, you gotta watch for those sneaks.
Yeah, a few people.
I like when I get in someone's eyes in their line, like a linebacker, like because like if they're in the back of the main room and I'm walking down the aisle in front of the booths and I see them, and I'm like, and I get in front of the camera, and I'm like this, and that's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I walk around saying no photo, no video all the time. Like, I just kind of whisper it, even if people don't have their phones out. I go, no photo, no video. Just kind of like preemptively. Sometimes I'll do that.
Maybe I'll start that.
I don't know. And like, if people are texting, I go, put your phone away. What are you doing?
Yeah, fucking be in the moment.
Yeah, I understand. I go, step out.
Yeah, I don't like
That's a little
that.
mean, but, I don't care all the time.
Well, comics will chew you out if they see you do that too. Like that one night when Steph Tolev like basically kicked a guy out of the OR.
Oh, yeah.
For being on his phone. I was in. Well, you and me were in there.
I think
Was
yeah,
that
I think
when he
so.
That was
tried
funny.
to throw a chair at her?
Yeah,
but
he
it
like
was, like
threw
in
the
slow
Oh,
motion.
yeah.
threw a chair like to the side of her. Yeah, and then he immediately walked. Like me and Hugo ran over there, but he was like taking himself out of there. But
And
yeah,
then,
because
like,
he was on his
Kick yourself
phone
out.
in the front row,
Yourself out.
and she was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" She's like, "You're so rude." You
Then he
asshole."
like ran up the street. Then his friend came back and he's like, "Listen, I know he's fucked up, but can I still come here?" He's like, "I'm good. I'll close out the tab, but I still want to be able to come here."
Would you say? I would say yes. If
He
they
was talking
seem
to
like,
Ryan. He was talking to Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
but-
Yeah, usually it's just one
I like to
person.
split them up, and like then you go, okay, yeah, you punish your friend. Your friend has no ride or whatever.
One time I was trying to get into a bar. Actually, I think you and Renee were in the bar, and I was trying to get in, and I was with I'm not going to say who, but someone and a girl that he was dating, and that girl that he was dating was like kind of
problem.
rude to the people, and I was like, I was not, and then so like I didn't have my ID because I left it at home, and then so I went all the way back, and then he wouldn't let me in because she was being rude or whatever, and I was like, I don't have my ID, so he wouldn't like let me go with it, and then even with a picture. So
Yeah.
I went, got my physical ID, came back and showed him the ID, and he was like, no, you can't come in.
Oh, because you were
and he
with
was
her.
and he was like, tell your friend to be nicer next time.
Oh wow!
And I was like, and she was like, I'll leave. And I was like, yeah, she'll leave. Can I come in? And they were like, no. And I was like, I didn't do anything.
yeah, you can't take it out on the whole group. That's lame.
Yeah, that is like I got denied entry into a bar. A friend's birthday was happening in downtown LA. They were like my ID had expired, and they were like, nah, you can't come in. I go, well, it's me, right?
Yeah,
You
I mean
agree
that's
that it's me and
yeah, it's
this is my
expired,
age,
but that's
right?
not really a thing.
Like
Yeah.
this is just like I didn't renew my
Renew
ID.
it, yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't make it
and like they
fake.
were like, nah, I was over 30, and I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Like, you're not thinking. And he's like, no, like some security guards just like are way too serious about their shit.
Yeah.
And it's like I understand but I'm this person, and you agree that I'm this person, and it's just because the ID is like a week expired, and I was like behind on shit. And
Yeah, I didn't go to the DMV.
Mine's a week expired right now.
yeah. Good luck.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And a security guard caught it, and he was like, you know, your ID's expired, right? And I was like, oh no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Good to know. Thanks. And then he let me in. It wasn't a big deal
Right.
because that's how it should be.
That seems fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Were you guys here yesterday? Was anyone in the main room
No,
yesterday?
I wasn't here at all yesterday. It was my day off.
I was on the patio, and I guess two people in the main room line, separate parties. They weren't together. Passed out at the same time.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah. And the
Outside in the line?
fire truck came, and outside in the line.
Wow.
What the
Two
heck?
separate people from two. I was like, Amy, are you roofing people like on the patio?
Yeah, Saturday night, a
happening?
guy fell asleep in the back of the OR on the bench all the way in the back. He was with three other guys, and I heard him snoring, and I told the guys, I said, get him out of here now. And they were like waking him up. He was totally wasted. And he got up and he like started burping. And they're just like, yeah, we're waiting for our tab. I'm like, no, get him out. I don't want him throwing up in here. One of you guys can wait for the tab. And then they left a 0 tip for the server. I was like, okay.
Did the people pass out because of alcohol or because of like?
They hadn't even been inside yet. It was like still daylight outside.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that. But this guy was.
I have no
drunk
idea
from the
what
drinks.
happened.
I've told this story before, but whatever. This is half of my podcast anyways, telling the same stories over and over. Katie loves it. Producer Katie loves it. I was working patio, and it was like 10 minutes into my shift. It was like 6:15, something like that, and it's still daylight out, and this guy was kind of like walked in, showed his ID, and was gonna go to a show later, and was kind of already, bar hadn't even opened, and he's kind of woozy wobbly, and he looks over at me, and I make eye contact with him, and as I make eye contact with him, he throws up.
Wow.
Just like all over, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, why'd you have to look in my eyes and then puke like that? Jesus shit.
There was a guy last week that
Sucked.
cleaned up his own
Look in
throw
my
up in
eye.
the hallway.
Oh yeah,
see
Ryan
that?
Ryan's
He made him
best
do that?
move
Yeah.
That's
is he
great.
makes people clean up their own
People
vomit.
should. I think
Yeah.
that's a good societal
Teach you a
rule.
yeah.
If you puke in public, you
Rub
should
your nose in
you
it.
should clean it up.
Hit you with the newspaper. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh
And you
yeah,
made him-
someone
made him
sent
take
a
out the
video
trash.
of that.
Yeah, he made it. Yeah, made him take out the trash. Sent it to the group message. Everyone's like, "Hooray for Ryan!"
Dude, I was
the trash.
I
too.
was in San Diego and I was like, man, I miss being there. Like I was like really
FOMO.
sad
Guy
that
did
I
a
wasn't
nice
there.
job
I was
cleaning
like,
it up. He was really
that's
tedious
like
about it.
how
that's
many
good.
places do you get to do that?
Not
Just
many.
like make a
Yeah.
guy clean up his own
For
vomit.
sure, it's a special place.
How demoralizing.
Also, special shout out to Ryan. Got me a little onesie for my baby that has a comic store logo on one
Oh,
side,
nice.
and then the Captain C on the
Oh,
other
great.
side. It's very cute.
That's
and It was
cool.
really a heartfelt
very
gift.
cute.
And Marvin, he got Marvin to make it, who has a new baby.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Marvin.
Yeah,
Oh, he had a kid too?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Did he have a daughter?
He had a child, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of
Little captain.
Yeah. She's gonna be like, "You can't come in here." Yeah. I'll be like, "Yeah, that's right. That's my baby."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna pass by and you're gonna be like, hi baby, and she's gonna be like, ha ha ha.
Yeah, I hope so.
You know, like before I worked here, like when I first started like coming around here, just every time I had an interaction with Luke, I just spiraled. Like I just had like an existential crisis every time. Like, does this person hate me? Like, what the fuck is this?
What do I have time for everything?
I spiraled every time.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I have an interesting shield.
Yeah, for the comic that comes by here, yeah, they probably are like, yeah, because you'll be like, hey, how's it going? I'll see you in never or something. You'll just say like random.
If you have any kind of
I do-
social anxiety, it's
It sounds like normal phrases, but I like to work them in. Comics will come in and be like, "I'm a comic. Can I sit in the back?" I go, "You're a comic?" And they go, "Yeah, yeah." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, where are you from?" And I'm like, you mean like?" And then I just let them in after a little. You know, I ask them a little like question because people will just say like, "I'm a comic," and then just like see a free show if they're not. And I'm like, see if you can like
Everybody's a
roll with
comic.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I just tried so hard. I'd be like, "Hi, Luke, how are you?" And you'd be like, "Yep."
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the death knell.
Yeah.
Trying hard is your fault. Yeah.
I mean, I was a 23-year-old
He's
new
a
comic.
Lot,
I
he's
was
a lot less mean than he is just short sometimes. Just like very short. When you're trying to like talk to
I don't know
him.
about
Yeah.
it's like it throws you off.
I can be a bit brusque.
Throws you off.
Yeah.
Because you're like, that's not a response that makes any sense to what I just said.
Sure, yeah, but I also think "How are you?" is such a rude question.
Can you elaborate?
Like, "How you doing?" Like, it's just what you want. Like, you don't really.
You don't really
Yeah.
know.
And I'm not gonna say good. I'm not just gonna lie to you and just say like it's great. Everything's really good.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all the time.
No, most people do, and I just a lot. Like, here's a big one I do. Ask me how I'm doing. Anyone?
How you doing?
Yeah, how are you?
Yeah. That's
Or
a good one.
if I'm polite, I say good to see you. That's a really good one. Hey, it's good to see you.
Yeah.
And like not like
is a
what's
good one.
up. Hey, good to see you. Yeah, yeah.
I like that.
Don't ask me how I'm fucking doing. It's bad.
It makes
But I do care.
I know.
I think it's an autopilot thing. Like it's just like a thing that you say.
Yeah.
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And when you see a lot of people, you're just kind of on autopilot. The other day I was walking by and I was working and I was kind of like overwhelmed. I was working the belly room. This was like, the other week I was working the belly room for Crack 'em Up. And I was just very overwhelmed. I was trying to stay in like a positive mood. And so I was like walking around. I was like, hey, hi, how are you? And Brian Vokey like stopped me. He was like, you just gave me the most corporate hi. And I was like, I'm trying, man. Like,
yeah. That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
That's good. Yeah.
You have to sometimes fake it.
And now I realize, because now that I work here, there are so many people that now think that I hate them. And it's like, no, I'm just
busy.
I'm busy,
Yeah.
or I'm trying to.
Or also like, don't go in the room. It's full. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not in the room either.
Yeah, like
I'm telling you to stay out of the room.
Yeah.
There have been several people lately that people have been like, this person thinks that you hate them. Like, I adore that person. I just, I can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I
And they
get
say
it
you gotta
now.
say what's up to so many people. So many people pass through here.
Well, yeah. That's why I stay working. I don't want to get in all the conversations with people.
Yeah, I've found a way to avoid that. Just being like people that think I'm an asshole, and I mean I can be for sure. I understand. I'm sorry, but like I don't have all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I take care of me.
I don't think you're an asshole. I think it just like reflects back to you what you think of yourself, because you're not giving much. You're just like, yep, and so like whatever you think of yourself, you're like, oh fuck, he hates me. He thinks I'm the worst. He thinks I'm not funny, and he thinks that I like. And it's just all the shit that you think about yourself.
It's
You
just like,
you're a mirror.
Wow, it's just
'Cause you say so
to
little.
insecurity. I'm so sorry, kind of. Yeah. Yeah. I have fun with it sometimes, and people have come up to me like, you did this. Do you hate? Are we good? And I go, yeah, we're good. Don't worry about it. And I go, oh, okay, great.
Yeah,
And I go, but worry about this now. And they're like, shit, fuck yeah.
The truth is, no one cares. Like, no one, if you think someone hates you, they probably don't. No one cares.
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course, my favorite podcast always says, the opposite of love is not hate; it is indifference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And most people,
That's just what I kind of put out there.
most people I don't think about at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I do, then you.
Yeah. Shout out to Brendan Cooney. Had a funny tweet about how he said, Luke, I made somewhat kind of like a soft birth announcement or what, like, pregnancy announcement online. And Brendan Cooney was like, Luke Schwartz's unborn child has already made fun of me. Pretty good, Brendan. Funny stuff. Any more stories from the week? Anything I tried to get you guys to write down? This is a pretty chill episode, slow stuff.
I mean, we're all pretty chill people.
It is true.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything stick out this week?
There were some good new snacks.
Okay, in the back office.
Yeah, in the back office,
the
but also
snacks?
some brought by Mike Black.
Oh, sure. He's always got the weird
There was
chips.
Some interesting Doritos,
yeah,
hot
mustard
mustard flavor.
Doritos.
Oh,
People were
I like that.
raving about them.
Oh, yeah.
And then some people were like, oh, yeah, they really do taste like hot mustard, so I don't like that. I'm like, well, that's why they're called that. I don't like when people say that about a flavor of like a chip. They're like, oh, yeah, it tastes too much like that. I'm like, well, that's what it
good.
is.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be that.
Mission
That's
successful.
Yeah, that's what the recipe.
Logan
Yeah.
brought back some candy from Sweden.
Oh, sure.
Oh, she's back.
Yeah, she's back. I think she worked yesterday also.
Rob brought by a couple interesting flavors of Pringles. One was like adobo, and one was
Those were
adobo.
addicting.
jalapeno something that were like pretty cool.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah, we got some Gardettos in the back now. Classic snack mix.
Corn nuts.
It's to
Oh,
the
yeah,
point where
corn
when
nuts.
there's no snacks, I get so disappointed. If I walk in and there's no snacks, I'm like, my day is ruined.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
My day is so ruined.
I'm pretty hungry right now too. Are you working? You work in Maine or what?
Yeah, I'm working for Guam in the main room.
Oh yeah, Guam's
Yeah.
gonna be hosting today. That's gonna be weird.
Oh yeah.
Guam always like makes such big plans. I'm like, don't just calm down, man. It's gonna be fun. You've done this before.
Yeah, I wonder what he's gonna be up to tonight.
Yeah, he's gonna put the new people up first. He says, and then he asked me like what he should do. I was like, Guam, it's gonna be okay. He like privately like messaged me directly, like just host potluck.
Do you know if he's gonna wear a suit?
Oh, I hope so. I hope he owns one, and I hope he is gonna wear it. Yeah.
Say a suit or a jersey.
Oh yeah, just a nice jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he would wear to court. Like a nice jersey. Well, you guys have been really on the podcast this week. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Luke.
Shout out to everyone listening. Always, Van's always listening, and Amy and Lenny and Morgan. Shout you guys out. You guys are great.
All amazing people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and oh God, I'm sure I'm forgetting something. Thank you, producer Katie, not messing with the cameras, and you haven't really screwed up in a while. It's been great. Yeah, big thumbs up from behind the desk. And we'll see you next time at the door. Thanks, everybody. Bye.